big hello to my wonderful champions out there. I hope all of you are doing great. So there is one question that I want to ask you before I begin this video. That is, what is that one examination that would guarantee your entry into the top engineering colleges of Karnataka? The answer is somewhere over here. As you can see, it is KCET, right? Now what if I tell you there is one more examination which also guarantees your entry into the top engineering colleges of Karnataka? Not know about it? Well, meet the new friend, which is COMEDK. And what if I tell you that those of you who are preparing for KCET, you should not be just preparing for KCET, you should also be preparing for COMEDK. Does not sound nice? Let me tell you why. So KCET, as you know, my dear children, is for aspirants who are from Karnataka or who meet certain eligibility criteria as well. Now, as I said, it's strictly focused on Karnataka, the students of Karnataka, which is why the competition is slightly higher, because there are 3 lakh students who usually appear for 1 lakh seats. So basically, if 3 lakh people are there appearing for 1 lakh seats, almost 2 lakh children are there who are not getting their seats. Right? Almost around it. So what if I tell you that you want a college, the top college, and you are not getting it somehow? What will you do? So children who are in that 2 lakh, and also children who wanted a top college, who are getting a college but wanted a top college and are not getting it. What can you do? The next option that you should be having in your head is COMEDK. And I'll tell you why. There are reasons why I'll tell you why. Certain things are very much common over here. First thing, syllabus. It is based on your PU2 NCERT, and COMEDK is also based on your PU2 NCERT. Same syllabus, no extra topics out there. One very important thing, you would be having your PU1 also here. Similarly, you would be having your PU1 here. But both of their priority is PU2. Most of the questions are going to come from PU2 for both of these examinations. Now, the next common factor, subjects, physics, chemistry, math, and biology for KCET, if at all someone is there for biology, not for engineering, for other courses are there, okay? Now, physics, chemistry, mathematics is common over here as well. So, you do not have to study any extra subject. Next thing, question type. Here you have MCQ questions, here also you have MCQ questions. How many questions? For each subject, 60 questions. Similarly, in COMEDK also, for each subject you have 60 questions. All of them objective type. Next common factor, difficulty level. Here it's moderate, here also it's moderate. I'll say when you compare KCET with COMEDK, KCET is on the slightly easier side and COMEDK a little more moderate, okay? But both of them have one common factor, that both of them are easier than JEE. Okay, both of them would be easier than JEE since it is NCERT level questions only. Now some of you might think, ma'am, it's NCERT level question without preparation also we can do if at all we just prepare for PU2 board examination properly. Yes, but we all know in your PU2 examination itself, my dear children, you study the concepts and you go. Do you always get full on full? No. The type of questions that are asked, it is twisted and asked, right? Similarly, you can expect that happening over here as well in both of these examinations. Okay, now going ahead, preparation material. Here you have to refer to NCERT. You have to refer to the previous year questions of KCET and certain extra questions. Similarly, here also the base of this is also NCERT. You have to refer to the previous year COMEDK question papers and the DPPs. And one very important thing that Somik sir told me, that is, in COMEDK, the questions that comes in COMEDK sometimes appear in KCET as well. So while you prepare for that and while you prepare for this, it is basically helping each other in some or the other ways, my dear children. So please understand that. Next, timeline. That is the best part. So it is happening in the month of April, KCET. After your boards, you have your KCET. And then one more month, if you grind it itself, my dear children, in the month of May, you would be having your COMEDK. So it's very fresh. There is no gap in between. Just only 30 days or 25-day gap is there, which is why everything is fresh and you just have to give rapid mock test during this particular time. Okay, now the last and the foremost thing, advantage. As I told you, KCET is for what? State quota seats, and this is for what? All India private colleges. Now, I always say this, I want to be really honest with you guys, which is why I'll tell you one very important thing. KCET, the fees is slightly on the lesser side. Okay, so the highest fees that went was 1,21,000, but for COMEDK, the fees can be on the higher side. Okay, and that's a drawback. But you have to understand one very important thing. Whenever you are looking forward to getting into a top college, you either go through management seats, you go to MSRIT seats, or basically some other examination that is there. So if you compare with that, if you compare with the management quota seats, the price for that and COMEDK, obviously there is a huge difference. Okay, there will be a definite huge difference. And over here, you are not getting into some random college. Are you planning to get into some random college out there? No, right? We all are aiming for top colleges. And when you get into top colleges, these top colleges, my dear children, guarantee you a return amount of money in the form of your salary, because they have good campus selection. So I won't suggest anyone to go through COMEDK and join some random college out there. No. You work hard. Okay, you work hard as you're working hard over here for KCET. Get into some top colleges. Your hard work should be into the direction of that. I told you in a video when I made for COMEDK that please have the name of the colleges. You just research it every single now and then, because this gives you an idea of what college you are going to get into, and that increases your motivation. And I'll tell you, there's a power in manifestation as well. So keep on doing that. Now going ahead with another very important thing, that why you should be preparing. So certain reasons you have got already, and why do you think both the exam matters a lot? So first thing is broader college options. So KCET gives you government as well as aided colleges. That means your fees would be very lesser in comparison to the other examination or the other management quota seats out there. And COMEDK opens private college seats with all India access. So KCET is broadly for government, aided and private colleges, but these two are the extra things that comes with KCET. In COMEDK, you have an access to the open private colleges, and that is the best part of the story. Examples of these open private colleges is RV, is MSRIT, is BMS, SJC. I can give you n number of colleges out there, and these all are top colleges. I'm telling you, the previous year RVC College of Engineering had 56 LPA as the highest package. MSRIT 50 LPA and BMS it was almost around 51.5 LPA. That was the highest package, and the average package also was around 15 point something for RV. That means average number of children are getting the salary when they move out of the college, my dear children, and that is unimaginable, right? And for MSRIT, it was around 7.66 LPA. That was the average package. And for BMS, it was again around 11.5. So these are pretty decent numbers for a fresher who is passing out. So for broader college options, I'll say both the examination, if at all you have it, if you have it together, it will be really, really good. So KCET helps you with aided, government, as well as the private colleges. COMEDK gives you an extra entry for the private colleges. Now, next thing. Financial flexibility. So as I said, KCET has lower fees under government quota, and COMEDK is slightly higher, but same top colleges are there. That means you get the same return if at all you get into those colleges. So even if you have spent more in COMEDK, my dear children, the return comes to be the same. So a person X is there who got into RV college via KCET, and person Y is there who have got into RV college via COMEDK. There are fair chances to some of them, okay, any one of them, to get the highest package out there. You get it? So you can nullify whatever amount you're putting in. But what matters is that you get into some top colleges. If you want a return like that, you have to get into some top college, and for that we have to put in a lot of efforts. So KCET obviously gives you affordability, but COMEDK gives you flexibility as well. You have an option, extra thing out there. Okay, next, backup rank advantage. So KCET ranks are based on your CET as well as your PU2 marks. So 50%, whatever you have got in your PU2, 50% of it is taken. Okay, suppose you have got 80% in your PU2, 50% of that would be 40%. So 40% is taken. Similarly for KCET examination, you have got 80 again. Again 40%, 50% of it is taken, it comes to be 40. Now you plus this 40 and 40, it comes to be 80. And depending on that, your rank is being calculated for KCET examination. That means you have to clearly do well in your PU2. Otherwise, your rank is going to go down. But the benefit of COMEDK in that case is that it totally depends upon the exam score. How well do you perform in your COMEDK examination? So rank is not determined by how well you performed in your PU2. It's strictly based on the exam score, which is why there is a backup rank advantage over here. And as I said, the cutoff for both of these colleges, so for one particular college, by both of these exams, it also varies. For KCET, slightly on the higher side. For example, I'm just giving you a number, okay? For KCET, getting into RV college, the cutoff might be 512. From COMEDK, if you try to enter, my dear children, the same cutoff can go up to 630 or something like that. There might be a margin difference. Okay, so you should be having that option. Now, same preparation, double output. That is the best part of the story. So every hour you spend reading your NCERT, my dear children, you are preparing yourself for both the examination. The only thing that you have to approach differently is the previous year questions. So if at all you're preparing for 2 hours, okay, a subject you're preparing for 2 hours, 1 hour you can barely give to the concept in the form of one-shot videos and things like that. If you give 30 minutes of your time for KCET and 30 minutes of your time for COMEDK, you are basically technically helping both the examinations, because questions can be coming from here and here as well. Okay, I told you, Somik sir said that certain COMEDK questions were there in KCET examination as well. So there's an interchange, and that can happen, and that can really help you. Okay, and just 1 extra month of practice post KCET is going to help you with COMEDK, with getting into COMEDK colleges as well. Now suppose via KCET rank you do not qualify for RV College of Engineering, maybe via COMEDK rank you may qualify for the same college and the same course. So please have that as an option. And if at all you are worried that how do we prepare for both the examination, there is KC90 online crash course, my dear children, which is a 90-day crash course for both your KCET as well as for your COMEDK. And when I say where you're preparing for both the examination, obviously your 11th and 12th has to be strong, so we will assure you that your 11th and 12th syllabus is covered properly, and especially 12th on priority because your board examination would be coming up. Then chapter-wise PYQs for KCET as well as COMEDK would be given. So once there will be one-shot video, then you get KCET related question, then you get COMEDK related question. That is how the thing goes. And then you get DPPs, the extra questions for your preparation. Now, obvious KCET and COMEDK test series, which was launched the previous year, you will be getting that here in this particular course for free. Okay, and it's worth 6,000 rupees. It's not a small deal. It's really good test series where mock test papers were there, so you can just practice. Do not have to look forward for any other mock papers. Now, PU2 board test series is also there. So once you approach your PU2 examination, my dear children, this board test series you can use for having a mock examination. Okay, for having a mock test and for having a better understanding of the concepts as well. There will be live doubt clarification classes and downloadable notes as well as PDF, and also exclusive WhatsApp community. And by that I mean only you will be there in that community, those of you who have enrolled. Now the classes are going to begin from the month of November, from the month of November 1. Okay, date November 1, your classes would be beginning. October 31st, you will be having a live orientation, so make sure you are enrolling into the course as soon as possible. The link to the course is given in the description box, and the charge for it is rupees 9999. Okay. If it is just for KCET, then it is 5999. If it is just for COMEDK, it is 5999 again. So you can buy separate courses. If you're aiming for individual exams, I'll recommend you go for this. As I said, you should be trying to prepare for both the examination. And if you think that you cannot do it alone, then this particular crash course is going to be for your, it is going to be helping you really well. Now, there are certain myths around it. That is, preparing for both will confuse me. What is the reality? As I said, same syllabus is there, just give extra mock test for timing adaptation. So in KCET, you get almost 70 minutes for 60 questions. In COMEDK, you get 60 minutes for 60 questions. Okay, so in KCET, the difference that you have is physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, everything is a separate paper. For that, you get 70 minutes, my dear children. When it comes to COMEDK, you have a single paper having chemistry, physics, as well as mathematics segregated, right? And you will get 180 minutes. And you have to attempt the paper. So your time adaptation is something that will be of difficulty, which is why you should be practicing. And as I said, if you're taking 1 hour for concept clarity, 30 minutes for KCET, 30 minutes for KCET, and 30 minutes for what? For your COMEDK would be helping you really well. And if not 30 minutes, at least give 15 minutes. At least give 15 minutes for COMEDK and give 15 minutes for your PU2 board examination, because you have to do well there as well for KCET. Okay, so you can do that, 30 minutes for KCET purely and 15 minutes for COMEDK, 15 minutes for your PU2. Or if you want to add up one more 30 minutes, that is also fine. So basically your study session will be for 2.5 hours. I'll recommend you to do this way, have 15 minutes only. Why? Because as of now, you do not have much time. Later on, once your KCET examination is done, you would have more time to focus better on COMEDK, but have it at par, okay? You should not forget about COMEDK. Have those questions. That is why I am saying you 15 minutes, just 15 minutes of your time. 15 questions a day for a subject. Pretty good, no? Yes? Now, myth number 2, KCET is enough for Karnataka students. Top colleges cut off close fast. So, you have to understand that. So, even if you are from Karnataka, the colleges which are there do not have consideration like that. Anyway, the KCET colleges, the cutoff would be going high, which is why there are slight chances that you might not get into the top colleges that you are wishing forward for. Which is why, as I said, COMEDK would be that backup option that would be helping you really well, since the cutoff is on the slightly lower side in compared to KCET. Okay, my dear children, by watching this video, if at all, as of now, you think that I have gained some knowledge, I know few things better than I knew what I knew before, then what are you waiting for? Hit on the subscribe button right now, and share it with your friends, okay? And tell them that you should also be giving KCET and COMEDK both of the examination, or you should be preparing for both of the examination. Now, how to prepare for both? So stick to NCERT based preparation, nothing else. Practice for both KCET and COMEDK PYQs. I told you how you can do it. Okay, so maybe 10 KCET PYQs and 10 COMEDK PYQs in one session, or as I told you, give 30 minutes for KCET and 50 minutes for COMEDK. But that track should be there every single day. You should not lose that track. Now, step 3, for January and March, January to March, since you have your boards, make sure you're just looking for your boards and pick up a few KCET questions. Okay, pick up a few KCET questions. If at all you can, have 5 COMEDK questions as well. But I know it's not practically possible to look through entire 3 books and contents like that. So maybe you can just rely on to your boards and KCET. Especially boards, because you have to do well over here. Now, step 4, after boards until mid-April, prepare for KCET. We all know, because KCET examination usually comes around mid-April, that is by 15th of April, 16th of April, things like that. Post that, give 10 days for rigorous COMEDK PYQ practice. So if at all I am assuming that between KCET and COMEDK, I have 30 days. Suppose. So previous year there were 25 days, so I am assuming 30 days. So first 10 days which is there after KCET, you are just focusing on PYQ practice of COMEDK. Now the next 10 days, my dear children, give mock test as much as possible. And how will you be able to do this? If at all your practice is starting now itself, because these 10 days of PYQ practice is not enough. You will feel it is not enough, which is why I am telling you, start including it from now on. So while you are preparing for KCET, have that 15 minutes buffer for COMEDK as well. If at all you are aiming for getting into the colleges of Karnataka. If at all you have aspirations for JEE and things like that, please go ahead, please work really hard for that. Whatever you are doing, work hard for that. But if you think your preparation game is not going strong, you have to change your path. Okay, one very important thing is there, it does not matter how far you have come, whatever you have done, it matters how you are going to deal with things now. So you should know what is the right time to change your path, when it's time to shift. So previous year, while we were interviewing some students, they said my JEE preparation was not going strong, I worked really hard. Then I realized I should be shifting my focus, and they shifted to KCET, my dear children. And within these, as I said, within 4 months or 5 months of practice, they actually cracked KCET. And they came for the interview, which is why I'm telling you, shift your focus when you think it's high time to do so. Now, when can you basically register for all this examination? So for KCET, the notification comes by Jan 16. So previous year it came by Jan 16. So you can expect that application date from Jan 23rd, that is just after your pre-board. Similarly over here, by the month of February, you can expect applications to be starting for COMEDK. Now the previous year, the examination was on, 16th and 17th of April for KCET, while for COMEDK it was on 10th of May. So from April, 15th of April to 10th of May, my dear children, you had a gap of 25 days, and that was counted really well. Children really who didn't know about COMEDK, they also came and joined the courses at that particular point of time. They studied really hard. Okay, so my dear children, that is an extra pressure. I do not want you to take that extra pressure. Start preparing from now on. So that's all, not making you bored by any of the other statements as of now. Wishing you all the best, and if you think that this video have helped you well, do not forget to share it with your friends and subscribe on the channel right now. Bye-bye. Take care.